Good morning, Red Arrow, and happy Monday. Today for lunch we are having chicken nuggets, and that is a change from the menu. We had to have chicken nuggets last week on the snow day, so they saved them for this week. They were frozen, nothing was wrong with them. So once again, chicken nuggets for lunch, and let's see what birthdays we have today.
And we have several birthdays to announce today. Happy birthday to Alexa Dominguez, Danielle Garrison, Raimundo Ordonez, Colton Truelove, and Mr. Vance. All of you enjoy your birthday and come on down to the office for your birthday pencil.
Just a few announcements for this morning. First off, Mrs. Hall is out today, so Computer Lab is still open if you'd like to go in. However, remember, Mrs. Hall is not going to be here to help provide support, just so everyone's aware she is not feeling well. Our new special ed parapro is starting this morning. Her name is Mrs. Deckert, and she'll be here from the start of our school day until about 10:45. And mostly she'll be working down with Miss Marnie and Mrs. Howard's classrooms, but you might see her around the building, and if so, please make her feel welcome and show her how Red Arrow students behave, being respectful, responsible, and safe at all times. Anybody grown-ups who are interested, tomorrow after school in the library will be the March is Reading Month committee meeting. That will start about 3:25-ish and run no later than 4:30. And maybe shorter, depending on what kind of work needs to be accomplished during that meeting. I'm not in charge, I get to just attend it. So, once again, March is Reading Month meeting is tomorrow after school if you'd like to take part. And I happen to see this picture on Facebook over the weekend. Take a look. That's a picture of Mr. Zabel's daughter, Anne, along with Mr. Zabel and Mrs. Zabel, his wife, and his daughter, Anne, was crowned Miss Dowagiac this weekend. I know a lot of you know all about Miss Hartford and Mr. Hartford and all those things, but every town has their own queen and king. And Mr. Zabel's daughter won the title of Miss Dowagiac this last weekend. So congratulations to Anne Zabel. And also, if you see Mr. Zabel around the school today during music class or in the hallways, let him know his daughter did a great job, and congratulations to him as well. With that, let's check in with Mrs. Hall to see what's happening around Red Arrow. Before we look at the video that Mrs. Hall's prepared for today, I have just been handed through my door the list of students who Mrs. Zimmerman pulled from the boxes for Caught Being Real. If you hear your name, please go back this morning or today when your teacher says it's fine and find Mrs. Zimmerman and ask her about your job for the week. If your name is Emmanuel Sarko, Zuni Castro, Gary Wells, Drake Smith, Jamalet Vinyaha, or Bella Beltran, or and, not or. Anyway, now let's check in with Mrs. Hall and see what's happening around Red Arrow.
What's happening at Red Arrow today? Let's take a look at one of our second grade classrooms to see what they're doing to take a break from all that testing.
Okay, we are coming into Mrs. Southworth's room and we are taking a break from testing and making snowmen with popcorn behind them. Hold yours up, Brayden. Okay. Turn it around. Turn it around. Oh. You guys got it done? Joanna, hold yours up.
Thank you, Mrs. Southworth and Mrs. Hall. Love those peeks in. I happened to see those snowmen over the weekend when I was here walking around the school doing a few things. They're right by the Parapros and Mrs. Larson's areas. If you've not checked them out yet, take a look. The popcorn behind them makes them pop out from the bulletin board like they're 3D, and it's pretty cool. And please stand for the pledge.
And now from Mrs. Doro's class to help us with the pledge, we have
Kiana. Evelyn. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pledge Helpers. That was a great job, and everyone have a great day, learners.